all this, like something that was actually like worthwhile to watch it every week as an off-season thing, and all of a sudden he just like takes it down.
I mean, people aren't watching the way that I had hoped.
I get the feel for that too. Like,
if you look at teams outside of the San Antonio Commanders, they're struggling to sell tickets to the games.
Yeah.
Struggling. It is not easy.
Well, the thing is too, they're going to have to build it up to be more than 8 teams if it's going to be a long run success.
Yeah, they're going to have to. I agree. But
they are selling swag, I didn't notice.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they got those starter jerseys for $100. That's the other thing. Like, if this is your first year in existence, you're selling jerseys made by Starter. You're charging $100?
Yeah. Don't you know you
can
get
the fuck out of here?
Don't you know you can get a Le'Veon Bell Steelers jersey cheaper than that?
$100 for, first of all, Starter?
It's basically $40 around Christmas time.
Yeah.
If you know where to look.
Sorry, AAF. Once you bring your jersey down to like 60, then we'll talk.
I mean, let's see. In all fairness, like at one time Starter was in the NFL.
Yeah.
And at one time wasn't Champion even like the official brand of the jersey?
Might have been.
Back in like the early 90s, I thought.
Might have been, but Nike and Reebok are better.
Yeah. I remember at one point it was like you were either Nike or Reebok, right?
Yeah. Yep. No, I didn't hear about the lawsuit. That's bullshit. Stupid lawsuit. Whatever. But did you hear that the AAF missed payroll for their first fucking checks?
Damn.
Wow. Really? I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
It's a struggle for the little guy.
Yeah. Now, they're claiming that it was because there was a glitch in their processing software. They were paid like 2 days later. So they had the money. But the owner of the Carolina Hurricanes did also invest $250 million. And
well, there you go.
It happened like
more debt on the books.
Happened like either later that day or I don't think it's debt. I think he now owns part of it.
He just put in capital. So
yeah, I think he bought equity.
It wasn't a loan?
No, I don't think it was a loan. I think he owns a part of it now.
Yeah. Can I own a part of it too?
Sure. Got a couple $100 million. But everyone was overreacting, saying that they only got paid because of his $250 million. No, that's not how. You don't invest $250 million in 2 hours. They had been talking about it for a while. I guarantee it. You don't arbitrarily throw away $250 million.
I think you'd be surprised.
Really? You think someone is going to just be like, yeah, sure, here's $250 million?
Yeah.
In one afternoon's discussion.
I very much do believe that. I think it really is not, it really is not an object for some people, money.
I don't care who you are, $250 million is a lot of fucking money.
But if you can dispose of it.
If you're worth $50 billion, you only have 200 of those.
I mean,
so
crazier things have happened.
Yeah, I don't see that all of that money came simply from one afternoon's worth of discussion. It definitely had to have been in the works prior to this report of them not being able to make payroll. I don't understand how it could have been anything other than that.
I mean, I could literally just see them going around to each player in the locker room saying, here you go. Isn't it nice when the fans come to our games and they pay us?
Yeah. So, hopefully, this all of this does grow, help the AAF become stronger.
I hope so, because it really is neat the aspect of having football throughout February and March is something that's, I think, is kind of past due. I think it should have been happening a long time ago.
I agree.
And, the fact that it's kind of, I think it started really well, and people have just kind of gotten maybe turned off a little bit by it. And it's just something that's got to be, continuously reinvented a little bit, I think, to catch on. I think it will.
Yeah, you need to have something that other people don't have.
And honestly, you got to put it... They got to find a way to make it more watchable, because I know, the only two networks that have the games are CBS Sports Network and NFL Network. So
no, there are others, and it is really fucking frustrating.
Well, the app?
Well, no, you can watch it through the app, but the Hot Shots game was on fucking Bleacher Report Live.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
You have to pay for that?
Yeah, they need to get a hold on who they're gonna have broadcasting these and make it more consistent. I get if it's not gonna beat out, primetime things, but get some consistency. I don't want to have to look it up every time I want to watch a game, like where it's gonna be broadcast.
And also, if you're going to be able to watch it through the app, have commentators doing the app broadcasts. Because it's really annoying just sitting there listening to nothing.
Did you watch through the app?
I did. Because Bleacher Report Live wasn't fucking working. But it's frustrating because...
I was pretty sure because they have 2 games Saturday and 2 games Sunday, right?
Yeah, so on Saturday, the Hot Shots and the Stallions played at 3 o'clock. And then the Apollos and the Express played at 8.
Neither one was on CBS or...
CBS Sports was the Apollos game. Bleacher Report Live was the Hot Shots game. And then I think it was...
You have to pay for Bleacher Report?
This one was free.
Oh.
But yeah, you have to pay for Bleacher Report Live.
Screw that.
Yeah. It is... Find a network that is willing to work with you. It doesn't even have to be a big network. Like...
You know who would be great for?
TNT?
Turner, yeah. TBS, TNT.
Yeah.
TBS especially.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely, let's put it this way, it's more watchable than baseball. And
yeah.
Even if it is secondary football, it's still more entertaining. And if you have...
There are a lot of things that are more watchable than baseball.
Yeah, NASCAR. And, but just that alone.
Robert Kraft at a massage parlor.
Someone did have to watch that. There is apparently a video.
Yeah.
All right, so I think on our schedule, unless you guys have anything further on the AAF, we were Dan. I know you wanted to introduce a new segment,
which is perfect because that's next. How did you know?
Perfect.
How did you know?
Psychic abilities.
Oh yes, and we didn't discuss the breakdown of the show and what's going to happen before, just so when you listen to some podcast, like, they ask questions they already know the answer to because it's a setup for something. You didn't know.
We're not con artists.
We're not.
No.
You had no idea. So I wanted to think of something similar to the Baker Mayfield and Alonzo Ball thing, but I felt like that was played out.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're doing, it's a little bit different. Instead of me just reading something that I, found interesting, like Baker Mayfield's girlfriend being a fucking model or something like that, which I think I did a really good job of spinning all that shit. I weaved those turds into gold.
You did.
Gold's a strong word, but you definitely polished them.
Yeah.
You took the project that nobody would finish.
Yes, I did. So the new thing I'm calling hashtag hot takes. And just so you know, hashtag is written out. It's not the pound symbol.
Okay.
It's the word hashtag hot take. So for our purposes, let me define what a hot take is. We are using the term hot take to mean a bad prediction based on an overreaction to a current sports event. Maybe bad's not a good word, a bold prediction. A bold prediction based on an overreaction to a current sport event. Does that sound like a decent definition of what a hot take is?
Yeah. Third opinion or no?
Dan O'Shea, are you there?
No.
I'm here.
Okay.
Hot take. That's a terrible take on a hot take.
What's a hot take to you?
I'm just being a dick.
Okay. All right. So I have 2 hot takes. I asked you guys to come up with some hot takes as well. Both of mine are NBA. So first hashtag hot take. The Lakers should have made a better attempt to get Anthony Davis, and they should have traded LeBron. Here's my reasoning. They're not winning with LeBron James. End game is to get Anthony Davis. You don't want to give up a core of young players, which they would have had to get Anthony Davis. LeBron's non-committal all the time. Mm-hmm. Why are you throwing so much at LeBron, who only came to your team to let his NBA career basically die in the place he wanted to be? When you have the careers of Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, who will all flourish if given the opportunity, and you bring in a guy like Anthony Davis, it just makes sense to me. If you want Anthony Davis, give up LeBron.
I don't really know what's going on with the Lakers. LeBron plus shooters has been an effective strategy for some time now, but the Lakers don't seem to be going that route for some reason. They look like they're playing 90s basketball. LeBron's like their best three-point shooter, and he's a decent three-point shooter, but it's never been, the best part of his game or anything like that. So I think that's the reason they're not seeing a whole lot of success, because he's still playing his game, but he needs to be able to, penetrate and then chuck it out for, to the guy that's inevitably open, because most teams double LeBron. The Anthony Davis thing is interesting because I don't know that he wants to go to the Lakers and just replace LeBron. I think he wanted to go play with LeBron. And if he goes to the Lakers to replace LeBron, then he's got to wait for another long build, which I don't think he's very interested in, because he's, seeing his prime looking like it's being squandered by New Orleans, and now he's going to go trust the Lakers to not squander it when they've got without another superstar, they've got to, build through the draft, and they've given up a lot of draft capital. Well, I guess they haven't yet, but they're going for the trade. So let me retract that statement. But I don't really see it.
So let me give a little bit more of my reasoning.
You're gonna like mine when we get to that.
Yeah.
Get to that point.
So I don't think it would be as long of a build as it seems. Lonzo is developing into at least a decent basketball player. Brandon Ingram's already got that killer mentality. Kyle Kuzma plays at a high level. You bring Anthony Davis. I feel like there's no way you're not bringing in Kawhi Leonard in the offseason. So then you got KD and Kawhi. And I think that right there is a scary fucking team.
Yeah.
Did I say KD? I meant AD, not KD. AD and Kawhi. Sorry.
We got you.
I don't think Kawhi wants to go to the Lakers. I think he is either going to stay in Toronto or he could potentially go to the Clippers.
Do you think there's a chance he comes to the Knicks?
I wish. I don't think so, though.
He did say that he wanted to play in one of the 2 big markets when he had initially requested a trade. So
I think the Knicks should go out and get Scottie Pippen.
Is that your hot take?
That could be one of mine. We'll make it a minor one. It wasn't a major one.
That's a warm take.
Yeah.
All right.